The NHL reportedly is working on a format for what a resumed season would look like sometime this summer. Prairies forward Austin Watson says he's been working out at home to stay ready and believes plans to restart the season are gaining traction.
I believe we are moving in a forward direction and getting closer to playing, whatever that might look like. And I think we are going to have to make the best out of the situation, whatever that might look like. And if that means neutral site games with 24 teams, 26 teams, whatever it is, I think that's great.
Yeah, so will there be an NHL season and what might it look like? Scott Burnside of The Athletic has followed every NHL move during this pause and joined us on Sunday Sports Central.
The feeling is that they are getting closer to hammering out details on what the actual competition would look like.
With the NHL receiving the go-ahead from government and health officials to resume its season in empty arenas this summer, the league and players are now working on the best way to get back on the ice.
How do we make it fair so that teams who've been off for 3 or 4 months aren't expected to jump into elimination style games right away? The players have been very candid. They feel they'll need a lot of time to get back up to game speed.
The Athletic's Scott Burnside reports the NHL's focused on bringing back its top 24 teams at either 2 or 4 neutral sites. They would be grouped by division and play a short 4 or 5 game schedule before the final regular season standings would be determined.
If the top 2 teams in each of those 4 division groups would get a bye, and then the other teams would play a play-in round, likely a best 2 out of 3 for expediency's sake. That gets you down to 16 teams. And I think the hope is that you could play a traditional or relatively normal 4 series of best of 7 after that to ultimately get you to a Stanley Cup champion.
Burnside says it's possible games could resume as soon as early July, which would allow the NHL to present the Stanley Cup to its champion in early September and provide a happy ending to a season of turmoil.
People want something that reminds them of normal. I think the league hopes that they, along with the players, can provide something of that throughout the summer, and I'm optimistic it can happen.